What's going on, fellas? So today, I'm going to show you how your aura, which is your frequency, will inevitably and sometimes instantaneously reject anything or anyone that is not meant for you. All right, fellas. And what that basically means, anything that's not on the same frequency that you're vibrating at, at a certain point, if not now, then later, you will repel that thing, or that thing will get irritated by your presence. So guys, as always, I need you to take notes and pay attention, because today we're going to talk about aura. All right, fellas. And what is aura? Your aura is your frequency. Your frequency is your energy. Your energy is the vibe that you carry everywhere you go. And this is not only going to tell people what type of man you are, but also it's going to tell people how to treat you without you saying a word. Now, sometimes in order for you to get people to learn how to deal with you, fellas, you may have to check them, and you may have to tell them verbally what you will and what you will not tolerate. But at a certain point, if your vibration is high enough and you're radiating at a certain frequency, you don't have to say much to set boundaries. You don't have to say much to remove certain things that are not meant for you. All right, fellas? So let's get right into it. Now, fellas, the first thing about aura that you need to understand is, I'm going to teach you guys some new shit that you probably don't know. All right, fellas, your aura can be, if you understand it, and if you pay attention to what the hell I'm saying today, your aura can be used as an energetic boundary. Like I said, fellas, this is before you speak a word. Your aura speaks before you enter a room. A lot of you guys, if you're familiar with my content, you've heard me say this before. Energy speaks louder than words. What is energy? Your vibration. All right, fellas. Now, not only am I going to explain to you what aura is, but I'm also going to show you how to build a magnetic aura. How to build a presence so potent that people not only respect you and not only are attracted to you, but more chance than not, less chances people cross your boundaries. Less chances you'll get disrespect from random ass people that you don't even know, G. All right, fellas? And from people you do know. Now, how is your aura an energetic boundary? I'll give you an example. G, when your aura is clean and magnetic, and what do I mean by clean? Meaning, although you're moving with good intentions, if anybody dare to test you, you will say or do something if needed. All right, fellas, but your aura is clean. It's magnetic. It's still. It's present. It's aware. It's not distracted by dumb shit. All right, fellas, it's not chasing women. It's not doing degenerate shit. It's not looking for validation. But when it gets to that point and you're vibrating at a high frequency, low vibration people will get irritated and they will get uncomfortable around you. All right, fellas, I'll give you an example, and a popular example that a lot of you guys have been through, whether you're low frequency or high frequency, G. You've been on either side of the spectrum. So when you walk into a gym, you will notice that if you people watch like myself sometimes, you will notice that a lot of men, especially, they posture up. Now, fellas, what do I mean by posturing up? Meaning most men that I see, when they see another man that they feel inferior to, or they see another man who thinks is superior to them, they feel the need to posture up. With what? With their body language. They get big chests, drop their shoulders back. Some of you guys even will walk into the vicinity of a man that you feel is high frequency, or you feel he has something that you don't, or something that you need, or something that you lack. Men will do this to you, and sometimes women, fellas. Critters got the same tendencies. Men will do this to you as far as posturing, trying to steal your energy, fellas. Do you know it's possible to steal somebody's energy? All right, fellas, I'll give you another example. And this is what aura does, but I'm going to show you how your aura can be used as a boundary. But some guys will come around you in the gym, G, and come stand right next to you. For no apparent reason, G. They ain't even on chest today. It was actually leg day for them, but they'll come stand right next to you only to steal your energy, G. Only to aura form around you. Why? Because it's something about you that they want, whether you look better than them, whether they see women giving you more attention, whatever the case is, fellas. That's what happens when you got a magnetic presence. But how can your aura be used as a boundary? G, like I said, At a certain point, you guys got to stop leaking energy. All right, fellas, just because you done looks max and just because you're attractive now and you got a little bit of body game, that does not mean you have to give everyone your goddamn attention. All right, you don't have to make eye contact with every woman. So instead of using this as a weakness, you use your energy as a strength. All right, fellas, when you walk into rooms, it's about you. I'm not saying the world revolves around you, but you need to focus on you and what you got going on. Why did you walk into the room? All right, fellas, when you understand your purpose and your mission in life, you automatically build energetic boundaries around you. Why? Because people can look in your eyes. Pay attention. People can look in your eyes by the way you walk, your posture, your glance, that you ain't somebody to be played with. Yes, you approachable and you present and you still and you magnetic. But at the same time, you don't have time for critters. This is why some of you guys don't get approached by women no more. Because you got an aura so clean that low vibrational women, they get uncomfortable around you, so they won't approach you like they'll do Pookie. All right, Pookie get all the women sometimes, not because he's attractive, but because he energy leaks and his energy field is wide open, so anything can come to it. There's no boundaries at all. Aura not only attracts abundance, but it also repels bullshit. All right, fellas, I'll give you another example of an energetic boundary. When I'm with women, this is a common thing that happens. When I'm with women, a woman will look over at me while we out like walking at the mall, at the boardwalk or some shit like that. She'll look over and she'll tell me, I notice most men when they walk up to you, instead of you having to move to the side or you guys mutually, creating space for each other to walk, they kind of just walk around you and they don't look you in your eyes. And I don't say much, fellas, because I know what it is. It's primitive. It's not because I'm a threatening person. It's because I look like I know where the fuck I'm going and what the fuck I want. And most men don't. And when most people see this type of shit, this type of frequency, they get scared. Why? Because it's foreign to them. To see a man who's on purpose, eyes still, looking straight, head forward, knowing what the fuck he wants. And with a little critter next to him. You feel me, G? So understand, your aura can't, the reason why a lot of you guys get picked on, oh God, the reason why a lot of you guys get in unnecessary ass situations, because you ain't got no boundaries. It's not all about what you say, as far as your standards and you setting boundaries. Sometimes it's about your look. Sometimes it's about your posture. Now, I'm going to show you guys how to build this shit, because you can't fake this shit. But sometimes you don't need to speak for people to understand who the hell you are. Sometimes you just need to be present. Now, guys, let's talk about filters. All right, fellas? And not the filters that the chicks you guys date use on Instagram to act like they look good. All right, fellas? This shit it's bad out here, G, for real. So listen, filters, all right? The frequency that you vibrate on, G, will determine, remember earlier I talked about energetic fields, all right? And some of you guys' energetic field is too open. That's why you deal with and tolerate negative and narcissistic and manipulative women. That's why you have low vibrational friends. That's why you end up having bad experiences. The frequency that you vibrate on will filter your experiences. It will determine what you let into your energetic field. So what do I mean by this? This goes back to your aura being an energetic boundary. I'm going to speak English this time. What do I mean? What I mean is when you start moving with love, clarity, peace, harmony, abundance, forgiveness, and you stop moving with guilt, lack, scarcity, gossip, dumb shit, foolishness, fellas, I guarantee you the shit you attract in your life will change. All right, fellas, G, I move with so much love and clarity. If you come with me with any type of negativity, I will immediately discard you from my energetic field. I won't even respond to you. I might look at you just to let you know I heard you, but immediately I will ignore you and I will feel no shame or guilt about it. Why? Because I built a frequency so goddamn potent, all right, fellas? I got barriers around my frequency, meaning I don't just let anything in. Some of you guys, you complain about the very thing you bring into your life that you attract, all right, fellas? You ever heard the saying, you are what you attract? All right, fellas, it's real. It's not just a nursery rhyme. It's real shit. So I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I'm going to keep it real with you, G. Real shit. If you can listen to people gossip, like if you can sit around that shit and stomach that shit, and that shit don't make your head hurt, or that shit don't make your skin crawl, G, or that shit don't make your balls shrivel up when you listen to it, your frequency is too low. All right, fella, because I guarantee you, you might be able to sit around it. All right, fella, because that's the thing about stillness. And that's the thing about having presence. Because if you really high frequency, you should be able to sit around any bullshit and remain you. But if you like that shit, if you carrying that shit on to other energies and other environments, like you regurgitating the shit that you heard and you telling me about some shit you heard somebody say about somebody, about what happened, about Boo Boo and JJ, G, you got a problem. Your aura is weak. All right, fellas, let me help you understand something. G, at a certain point, shit like that becomes draining. All right, fellas. And after you have a 20-minute conversation with somebody negative, if you don't feel drained after that shit, that means you are at the same vibration as them, which is low. And that's why you don't attract the shit you want. All right, fellas. So you got to understand, you got to have filters. All right, fellas. How do you filter out bullshit? As a man thinketh, so is he. As within, so without. As above, so below. If you think dumb shit, you're going to attract dumb shit. Your thoughts, G, pay attention. Your thoughts are filters. All right, fellas, the shit you think, G, your environment is because of how you think. The reason why everything around me is black, and y'all always see me wearing dark colors, because there's some dark shit going on up here. All right, fellas, it's only a reflection of within. As within, so without. So let me tell you this, G. Life is easy. I say this all the time. Life is easy. If you are attracting dumb shit, you don't have the right filters. All right, fellas? All right, so I want to jump to my next point. Something that a lot of guys come to me about, and something that is a worry and almost a struggle amongst men today. All right, I hope you guys can see that. Let me get a better marker. A lot of men are having trouble with fitting in. All right, fellas? Fitting into certain groups, fitting into certain crowds, fitting in, being able to adapt in certain environments. Fellas, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to say this clear. You're not supposed to fit in every place you go to. All right, fellas? Every room that you walk into, you're not supposed to stay for long. Some of you guys have overstayed your welcome in a lot of dynamics, in a lot of relationships, in a lot of environments, in a lot of jobs. Gee, when you get to a certain level of vibration and you start radiating at a certain frequency and your aura gets clean and magnetic, I guarantee you, you won't fit in most places. All right, G, I'm going to be honest. I don't fit in most places. And that's intentional. I don't want to fit in most places. I don't want to do things most men do. All right, fellas, because this is the thing, and this is a rule of thumb. And you probably heard this on your little favorite ass motivational video, but listen to me, G. Pay attention. If you do what most men do, you gonna get what most men get. I guarantee you, you are what you attract. You guys are wondering, some of you guys are just weird. And I don't mean weird in a unique way. I mean, G, you different to the point to where that shit ain't working for you. All right, fellas? But in some cases, for a very select few of you guys who watching this video, you don't fit in because you're not supposed to. You trying to follow motherfuckers you supposed to be leading, G. That's why the shit not working out. The universe, God, the most shit, whatever the fuck you believe in, that shit is looking down on you, shaking his head like, why are you following these men when I made you great? That's the question of the damn day. You guys worried about aura. G, worry about your damn self. All right, fellas, stop trying to fit in with everybody. And this shit may be kind of plain and direct, but I'm being honest with you guys. You guys try to be like everybody else. That's why your aura is weak. Y'all want to say what everybody say. Y'all want to dress like everybody. Y'all want to wear the same clothes everybody wear. Gee, I don't dress like everybody. I don't talk like everybody. I'm me. Do I get criticized? Yes. Do I get ridiculed? Yes. Do I get judged? Yes. But the reason why my frequency is so high, because I don't give a shit. I don't care if I fit into your little group. All right, fellas? This may sound cocky and narcissistic and a little rebellious. I'm not going to say I don't like dwelling amongst people. I hang out with NPCs from time to time. But guess what, G? I embrace the fact that I'm different. It's not my job to fit in. So I swear, G, after you heal and after you find out who the fuck you are, and after you start repeating words like I am instead of I am not, or I can't, or I won't, or it's not enough time, or it's too late, or I messed up, or I failed, or I heard they couldn't do it, or whatever the fuck you come up with, G. Once you start speaking this shit, everything that comes after that, you start believing it. And at that point, you can care less about fitting in. All right? That's for all you guys in the back. So when you get a clean aura, shit that used to be fun now feels chaotic. And it don't sit well no more. And it don't hit the same. And guess what, G? It's not supposed to. You know what that's called? That's called growth. All right, fellas? So when people say you change, you damn right. You supposed to. You supposed to grow, G. All right, fellas? I guarantee you, caterpillars don't be looking at butterflies all jealous and shit. They just understand that's the process, and they just can't wait till they get there one day. But guess what? At the same time, the butterfly ain't flying down there with the caterpillars reminiscing, fantasizing about the old times and about how it used to fit in and about how it used to crawl on the ground like a fucking worm. It flies now. It's colorful now. It's beautiful now. It lives in gardens now. It's in abundance now. All right, fellas? Pay attention. Now, fellas, remember, as promised, I told you I was going to show you how to do this shit. All right, fellas? How to build a magnetic aura. A presence that gets what it wants. The word of the day is focus. All right, fellas, it's like social media. All right, a lot of you guys like social media. It's probably what you're doing while you're watching this video, flipping back from Instagram because you guys are fucking addicted. All right, it's like the algorithm on social media. If I took your phone, all right, and checked your social media, your explore page on your Instagram or your TikTok or your home feed on your YouTube channel, that's going to tell me where your focus is, all right? We always talk about the downsides of social media, but one of the plus sides of social media is you can find out somebody's frequency. Guarantee you. All right, fellas, your explore page shows me what you focus on. Now, fellas, here's the math. What you focus on will determine what you see. This is easy. All right, fellas, this is the law of attraction. This is mentalism. A lot of you guys focus on the wrong shit. That's why you get the wrong shit. Because I only focus on prosperity, because I only focus on abundance, when I go out into clown world, even though there's bullshit all around me and degeneracy every step of the way, all I see, because of my focus, my lens filters out all the dumb shit, and it only sees and focuses on the shit that I want. The shit that makes me the man who I need to be. The shit that's going to get me closer to my goals. All right? The reason why you guys get distracted so easily is because you don't have focus. This is easy, fellas. How do I stop getting distracted? Stop focusing on dumb shit. All right, fellas? How do I get more focused? Stop looking at dumb shit. All right, fellas? At a certain point, you got to stop asking dumbass questions. Like, how do I focus? You a grown-ass man. This ain't therapy, G. So for all you guys who still asking, how do I focus? G, you're not meant to win. I'll be honest with you. Everybody ain't meant to win. Remember I said you ain't meant to fit in everywhere? G, same rule applies. Everybody ain't meant to win. The majority of people ain't meant to win. And you might be in that majority if you're still asking how to focus. All right, fellas? And that's the problem. You ain't got a hard time focusing. How do I know? I can check your algorithm. All right, fellas, your algorithm shows me you don't have a hard time focusing. Why? Because 90% of it is dumb shit. It's not even mixed up. You know, when you first start an Instagram profile, it's like mixed up with a bunch of shit because they're trying to find out what you like. Like when you guys get on these dating apps, they just show you a bunch of different chicks. Then the algorithm find out what you like. All right, fellas? So I know you ain't got a problem with focusing. That ain't the issue. It's just what you focusing on. You just don't want to grow the fuck up. All right, fellas? Focus ain't the problem. You were born to know how to do this, all right, fellas? Your whole human biology makes you focus on something that you care about. Your whole nervous and neurological system is built for you to confirm who you think you are and focus on that. All right, fellas, an indiscriminate eye will believe you when you say you lack focus. But somebody who understands and been here for a few centuries will tell you that you don't lack focus. What you lack is identity. All right, fellas, so a lot of you guys want aura without identity. You need to know who you are. You can't walk around another man because he knows who he is and try to steal his energy. All right, gonna posture up next to him. Nah, G. Only thing you do actually is feed that person more energy when you do that. All right, fellas? That's a gem for all you guys who didn't know that shit. You don't have to set boundaries when you're moving in alignment. This shit is easy. If you resonate with what I spoke about today, or if you need more help moving and getting in divine alignment, there is a link in the description and in the comments where you can book a one-on-one elevation session with me, and we'll step by step get you on the path to becoming the man you need to be. I appreciate you guys again for tuning in today. It's your boy KD. We out here, baby.